Welcome back to Music News TV, the ultimate source of music news. In today's music news, Dame Dash making the headlines today. It seems that Dame Dash is really kind of now being, I guess, hunted in a sense for his assets. Not too long ago, Dame Dash lost a lawsuit against a film director named Josh Weber over the film Dear Frank that he was involved in, and then they parted ways, and it wasn't a good thing. Apparently, Dame Dash didn't show up to court and things like that, and he lost the case. Well, this guy had won like $805,000. Well, now the same guy is coming back with his legal team, and he's going after Dame Dash's assets, mainly some of his music and some of his movies, his LLCs, and he wants a $4 million payday. Now, apparently, he actually also won a defamation lawsuit. Apparently, he was on the podcast. What's that podcast called? ESL, I think it is, right? And they talk about investments and things like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. I just can't think of it offhand now. But basically, it's talking about investments and things of that nature. And during that time, they brought up this lawsuit against Josh Weber, and Dame Dash expressed, his bitterness toward it. He called him a thief, and he called him a D-head. Well, those two remarks actually had him, in another lawsuit with this guy Josh Weber, in which he sued and apparently won $4 million. I think that's really kind of unfair, personally. Just name calling, you shouldn't have to, really succumb to things like defamation. But hey, that's the law. But nonetheless, he's going after his movies and things of that nature. Now, this is the thing. He's not only going after he's going after the $4 million, obviously, but he's also going after all of his LLCs. Dame Dash, I think, got Blueface LLC and a few other LLCs, and he wants to get the money from the LLCs. What the things that he's trying to do is grab some of those movie titles also. Now, he also wants his jewelry. He wants the Rockefeller chain, he wants his gold, he wants his diamonds, he even wanted his fiance's wedding ring. Kind of interesting there. I think Dame is married now, though. I don't know. But nonetheless, he's trying to do this in California. Now, California is real tricky when it comes to the lawsuits and things of that nature. So this guy may just actually get it. I mean, when you think about it, this LA is like the one place you don't want to have to go to court unless you really got a case to win, But I don't know if you guys remember this movie Honor Up that Dame Dash did? He's going after that movie. He's going after State Property with Beanie Siegel and those guys and Mr. Untouchable. Now, this movie, Dear Frank, it was actually kind of a good movie there. It actually had a couple of people that you would recognize, mainly like Lil Durk is in that movie. Claudia Jordan's in that movie, if I remember. A couple of people in that movie. Brian White's in that movie. I think Dame has some disparaging remarks about Brian White, too. If I'm not mistaken, if that's the same movie, I think Brian White ended up, doing some business with the movie, and Dame didn't like that as well. But nonetheless, Dame Dash, it seems that by him not complying with the courts, that's where he's kind of like getting the brunt of these problems from. He don't, I guess, not only not show up, but he doesn't do the filings and things of that nature according to, the reports there. I think they tried to do like a little session in which they could try to talk it out. Dame didn't show up for that. So apparently Dame is just totally disgusted about all this. But for this guy's not letting it go whatsoever. So I think Dame is going to kind of like lawyer up on this one and just to make sure his assets are protected. And he may turn around and counsel, who knows. Well, we keep you guys posted on more from Music News TV and let you guys know whatever happened to this particular case here. But it's happening now in California. And I think the first case took place in New York, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll see. We'll definitely get you guys know. In the meanwhile, want to subscribe, like, and check us out at musicnewstv.com. Also, you can get a lot of music news. We constantly updating that thing 24 hours a day. So be ahead of the pack there, all right? Thanks for watching. We'll check you guys later.